you're flicking through YouTube at the moment trying to find a video to work out to, or a workout video because you're in your 40s or 50s, you've just decided to start getting fit, let me tell you a little bit about myself, and if you can find anything relatable, then maybe I can help. I'm 50 years old. I will be 51 this year as of making this video. I didn't start working out until I was 40. Let me just interrupt myself as well. Not only did I start fitness at the age of 40, within the first year of working out and looking after myself, I actually turned it into a career. So I became a personal trainer in that first year. So for the last 10 years, I've been a personal trainer and I've grown on from there. Anyway, back to me. Like nothing. Even going back to when I was at school, I didn't really work out at school. I would sign myself out of any sort of physical education. Never played rugby, never played football, hockey, cricket, none of those. Couldn't stand it. I swam occasionally. I would join in with, I think it was high jump and 100-meter sprint once in a blue moon, and then that was it. And then I left school and got a job, did all the normal things you do. By the age of 19, I discovered alcohol. And yeah. Yeah. Well, I loved that stuff. Not too long after that, I found narcotics. Now, I played with those two things for a little while, for a few years, and then I became a professional. And for a decade of my life, I was a flat-out alcoholic and drug addict. And that's the truth. To roll on a few years after that decade, I decided to give up the narcotics. When I say I decided to give up narcotics, it wasn't really a decision. It was something I had to do. It sounds really light the way I've put it, but no, it was a case of I could see where it was going and it wasn't going to end well. Which I did. I gave up narcotics for quite a few years. Drink was still a bit of an issue on and off. Kept trying to stop, couldn't do it. But anyway, going through all that, I obviously haven't had any sort of fitness background, no military background, none of that. And I'm also not going to post a picture saying, oh, this is me at 53, because I'm not 53. This is me now, look, it's what I looked like 2 years ago. Which are great to look at, and it's great for inspiration, but you don't know what they looked like 8 years ago, because they don't show that. They could have been ripped and shredded 8 years ago, and your body has muscle memory. So it finds it quicker to get back in shape if you were already in shape before. I was not in shape. The reason for fitness wasn't physical for me. I was just always tired. I was tired in the afternoon, tired when I woke up, tired when I went to bed, and I was fed up with being tired. And my brain's always been a bit of a mess, but it's always been a very busy brain. So what exercise and fitness was doing was that it was quietening everything down. And I was feeling better. I was feeling less tired. And the more I did, the less tired I felt. And that's the reason I was doing it. The byproduct of that is I started to look okay. So after giving up narcotics for a few years, well, I gave it completely. I think I turned 40, 39 and 40. I can't remember completely. But I went for a run on a suggestion from a friend of mine. He went, oh, I found running. It's great. It's the best thing in the world. You want to start running? And he loved it. He also has it's called an addictive personality, which means you're going to throw yourself all in at something you like doing, hence the addictive qualities I have. But he loved it, so I was like, no, I don't want to run. Anyway, a few weeks later on, I went for a run from my house to my mum's house, which is like one village to the next village. It was about 2 miles. Oh my Lord, did it hurt. It felt horrible doing it, but at the end of it, it kind of felt a bit nice, but it wasn't the fitness side of it that felt nice. Not going too deep into this, the mental side of it was, all I was thinking of whilst I was running was being able to keep breathing and keep running. That's it, the only two thoughts that were going through my head. And that was brilliant. Anyway, that's what started me off in fitness. And then it went from that to body weight training, calisthenics, weight training, jump rope, handstand training. I did lots of different things because I get bored very quickly and then move on to different things. Anyway, saying all that, if any of that is relatable, and you've got any questions on how I maintained fitness, if I can find a picture of what I look like, I will show you. I don't like doing that. I don't like standing in front of the camera going, "Ooh, I did do it." I don't like doing it. It makes me feel very, very awkward. If you've made it to the end of the video, then thank you very much for waiting to the very end. I think what I'm trying to say here is, rather than just me posting anything on here, like my workouts and everything else that I do, I thought I'd open it up, and if there's anything in there, like I said, relatable, or if you've got any questions you want to ask me, I'm happy to answer them. And if there's enough questions about the same subject, then maybe I'll do a video on that. That's all I'm trying to say really on this. This is basically just me having a little workout on my workout station in my back garden. But yeah, thanks for watching to the end. Leave any comment you want to leave, and if I can answer it, I will. Thank you for watching to the very end if you have, and enjoy the rest of your day.